Hi team, Kat here. Let's talk about how to get more coaching clients from your content consistently. That's a lot of C's. Over the last 10 years, I've discovered that the best strategy for attracting new clients to you consistently has been through sharing compelling content. And this is a way that you can attract new clients to you without having to chase, without having to do a whole heap of outreach. It's a way of you being magnetic, being yourself, showing up, sharing about what you love, and actually getting clients from it. So a lot of people tell me that they're putting content out, they're aware that this is a great strategy, but in today's competitive world where it's really saturated online, it's getting harder and harder for us to get our content seen by the right people. And so many coaches I speak to tell me that they are frustrated because they are putting out content, they're being consistent, but they're just not getting the engagement, the inquiries, the signups that they really want. And so I want to talk to you about how to overcome this. And I understand that it feels really discouraging when you're putting in all that effort, you're pouring out your heart and soul, you've been thinking about your content, and maybe you show up and do a video or you put out some written content and you're just not getting that response from it. So I want to talk about how to turn your content into consistent cash flow. And when it comes to getting clients from your content, I understand how frustrating it can be when you're just not getting the return on investment of your time. Over the last 20 years in business, working with thousands of business owners, I have discovered that there are four main problems that most coaches really come up against when it comes to getting clients from their content. And this takes many shapes and forms. You know, sharing content could be through a video, through written posts, through putting up a poster, it comes in many different ways. So when I'm talking about content, I'm talking about the words that you're using to communicate the value of what you do as a coach. By the way, if you're here live, hello, thank you for joining us. It's always so great to have you here. So hello, and please do pop a like and comment just so I know you're here, and please say hello and let me know what's resonating. Hey Carmel, good to have you here. And if you're watching the replay, could you just pop a hashtag replay into the comments? It's always great to know who's watching the replay as well. And actually a few people have asked to be tagged, so I'm just going to tag you guys and make sure that you're able to jump on whether you're watching the live or you might want to circle back and watch it later. So let's get stuck in. You might want to make some notes. Just grab a pen and paper or just open up a document and make some notes. I'm going to be sharing four main problems that people face when it comes to getting clients from their content. By the way, I'm going to be sharing this in detail in my upcoming workshop. I've literally just launched it this week, and this is the first time I've talked about it on video. So if you're interested in knowing more about this subject and diving deep into how to do this, I've got a full day on how to do this. And so just write the word workshop in the comments and I will send you all the details. So here are the problems. The first problem is no effective content strategy. If you don't have an effective content strategy, you might be posting content. It might be a little bit random. It might just be when you feel inspired or where you've got a more of a quiet season, and it's not really leading people along a journey towards working with you and actually buying from you. So there's no overarching plan to lead people to becoming a client. And this is one of the biggest problems I see, is that people don't really have an effective strategy. It can be a little bit hit and miss. And maybe people are going, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a cool thing she shared, but they're not necessarily inspired to buy from you. The second problem is not having content creation skills. So you can have the best content strategy in the world, but if you don't have the skills, you can spend a lot of time, but it still doesn't work. And I'm guessing you don't want to just have a content strategy and be putting content out there. You actually want your content to be leading to filling your workshops, filling your course, filling your coaching program. And the sad thing is a lot of people do put out content and it doesn't get seen by many people. And this often comes down to a lack of skills. The third problem is they have an inadequate content structure. So the structure is within the content piece, what to actually say, knowing what to say and how to say it so that it can attract the right clients, or attract, the right people, grow your audience, build trust over time. And this is why we need a strategy and not just kind of random posts, but also knowing actually what to say in your videos and in your content so that you build trust and you inspire ideal clients to work with you. And so I call it the ABCs. We attract, we build trust, and then we convert a percentage into clients. The third problem is, the fourth problem is they don't have compelling content support. So as well as the strategy, the skills, the structure, we also need support. A lot of people are trying to figure this out on their own. They became a coach because they love coaching people. They want to be working with clients and they want to make this their full-time business, but they haven't they haven't got the support that they need, an expert to actually help them to stop overthinking, stop second guessing themselves and wasting a whole lot of time. I do see a lot of people wasting time where they could actually, if they just, I'll see posts out there and I think if I could just help you tweak a few things, that could become so much more effective. And they don't really understand how to create content that actually inspires action. And the whole process of content creation is kind of a bit mysterious. So when you know how to do this, when you know how to create compelling content, you can be confident, you can show up with confidence, you know that you can turn on the tap essentially of getting clients whenever you need them because you've developed that skill set. You can trust that your content is out there in the world, helping people, making an impact. The other day, someone contacted me and said, "Oh, I saw your video on YouTube, and I wanted, I wanted to let you know how much value I got from it." And they were watching it from like on the other side of the world while I was sleeping. And I just think that's the coolest thing, that people can be educated, inspired, receiving value from you, getting to know you, getting to know what you stand for and what you're all about, and really building that connection with you, even when you're not even there. It means you can really nurture people, you can look after them, you can build that trust and connection so that when people are ready to buy, you are the obvious choice. You can really build that audience, you can build a really valuable library, a body of work, a community of potential clients. And a lot of people tell me, women coaches I work with, a lot of people say to me that they don't love selling. If you don't love selling, the better your content is, the less sales you actually have to do. So really compelling content is the key to not having to do a whole lot of sales. You're not having to chase and not having to, by selling, I mean, lots and lots of sales calls where you're getting, unqualified people into your strategy sessions. And it means that when people do come into your strategy sessions or your sales conversations, that they're warm, they're ready to buy, and they're more your right fit client. So, chasing is that real hunting mentality that most women don't want to do, but attracting, where you have compelling content, that's where you have that authority and people are magnetized to you. And so let's look at how you can overcome these four problems. There are 4 things you need to get coaching clients with compelling content. If you're taking notes, write these down. Number 1, an effective, compelling content strategy. So this is where we lead people along a journey. People get a clear understanding of how valuable your service is and want to become a client. The point of posting is not to just post. Otherwise, maybe you're a poet or a nonprofit or someone who inspires people, which is fine if you want that. But if you want a profitable business, if you want to convert content into clients, you need a strategic approach, because otherwise you will be wondering what to post, maybe posting a little bit last minute, What I also see people doing is creating the same type of content all the time, which is not enough to actually reach our potential when it comes to our next level of content creation and content skill. It means that you're missing a big chunk of your audience if you're not, if you don't have diversity in your content. It means that you're intentional, you're purposeful, because one piece of content is not going to probably have a lot of people becoming clients, like just one standalone piece of content, no matter how amazing it is. It's the journey, it's the multiple pieces of content that have a job to do. Like every piece of content has a job to do. And the most important part of your strategy is that it's aligned to you. It's personalized for you. So it's not something you've got from Google or you've got from ChatGPT or you've copied from someone else. It considers your uniqueness, your unique business, your lifestyle, your preferences, how you want to show up, how your audience wants you to show up, like how they like consuming information. It considers factors like what platforms make sense for you to share on, which ones you want to share on, what are the most effective types of content for your audience, how often you want to post, the frequency, the length, the style. Those are all the factors that you want to consider for your strategy. And a strategy is something that you feel that it's doable and enjoyable and easy. You don't want to set yourself up for something that just feels really hard and not manageable. You want to set yourself up for a sustainable way of producing content that is actually fun, that you look forward to. And it doesn't need to be super prescriptive either. There's no right way of doing it. There are many, many ways, many, many strategies of what you can do. But the most important one is that you need one for you and it needs to be effective, right? So that's number one. Number two is compelling content skills. So there's a way of using your content to get clients that's backed by science. It's backed by psychology and it's understanding the human brain. And it's the skill of inspiring people to take action through your words, which is also known as copywriting. You may have heard that term. I work with a lot of women who are brilliant writers, brilliant communicators, and quite a few authors. And I worked with a lady who has actually written 8 books. She's a brilliant writer. I've got some of her books and she's incredible, but she struggled to get her content to actually do the selling for her because writing is a completely different skill to copywriting. There is some crossover. If you're already a good writer, it will help you as a copywriter, but copywriting is writing for marketing and sales. Copywriting is where you write to inspire people to take action. And for a lot of marketers, it's inspiring people to buy. So you write to influence, and influence is knowing how to skillfully move people to action. And I don't recommend just influence, but elegant influence. Learning how to do this elegantly so that you're not doing it in a hyper masculine or pushy way that a lot of marketing that's out there has, I guess, put some of us off, women off, because we don't want to sound like that. And so when you learn elegant influence, it's about inspiring people to get what they want. It's helping people overcome their limitations to getting what they want. It's essentially like coaching. It's helping people shift beliefs. It's helping people to achieve that version of themselves they want, achieve their goals without, coming across as really salesy. So it's really about understanding how the brain processes information. I'm really going deep into this in my workshop. If you're interested, just pop the word workshop and I'll send you all the details. It involves knowing how to get attention with catchy hooks, how to build tension. Tension is a really key part of compelling content. How to build curiosity, again, essential element. How to build desire. so that people are moved. They have an actual energy shift in their body to want to move. How to keep people engaged, right to the end, not just, oh yeah, I'll just watch 10 seconds and jump off, or I'll start reading and scroll past, right? Communication is the key to keeping people engaged. So this is a skill. Anyone can develop it. I believe it's actually one of the most underrated skills when it comes to attracting clients, copywriting. And without this skill, your content, it just doesn't convert at the level that it could, and there's always a next level for you. There's always an improvement. None of us are born with these skills, but anyone can develop them. Anyone can upskill in them. And the more you develop this skill, the more money you'll make, the more you'll be able to help people. And the cool thing is, like, once you have these skills, you have them for life. And these skills are really what allowed me to build a six-figure business coaching, working from home, and have multiple five-figure launches, like from a place of ease and joy as well, not hustling and grinding. So I know that if I lost everything and I had to start from scratch, I would still have the skill set. I still know how to go anywhere in the world and be able to make money and get clients because of the skill set. So it will make you money for years to come. And it's one of the number one skills it's one of the number one. It's I believe it's probably the number one skill to make money, to make consistent money, is to be able to communicate your value so that people want to buy from you. So that's number two, the skills. Number three is a compelling content structure. This is the actual structure within each content piece. And this is about knowing what to say and how to say it, and the order and the flow, so that you can really build that trust with people, keep people engaged. It's the journey that you take people on. It's, if you think through the title, the opening sentence, making sure you tick all the boxes of elegant influence as you go through, right to the call to action at the end. It's knowing how to do this and what essentials need to go in that, so that we can organize our words for the greatest impact. And by structure, I don't mean it's like this rigid thing that you have to follow and you have to copy, this template that feels really restrictive. Think of it like a recipe. You've got the ingredients, you've got the method, but you can be creative. You can have fun with it. You can do it in a way that feels authentic and enjoyable and fun, but it still works. It still works. I'm a big fan of experimentation. Testing and measuring is absolutely essential in marketing. We've got to do it. But we also don't want to waste a whole lot of time, trying everything and nothing's working, So when you have a great structure, it's not like you have to go, I'm going to try this and see if it works. I'm going to try this email subject line. Oh, that didn't work. I'm going to try something else. Hope it works, fingers crossed. It means that, excuse me, it gives us more confidence. And when you start seeing responses to your content and you see your followers growing, your email list numbers growing, it's exciting. It's so satisfying to see progress. One of my favorite things to do is log into my back end system and see that people are coming in and joining my email list. It's really exciting, because the bigger your audience is, the more the bigger the pool is of people that are likely to actually work with you. So that's number three, the structure. Number four is compelling content support. If we don't have expert eyes on our business helping us, we can really overthink things. Have you ever found this? You can overthink, you can second guess, and you can waste a whole lot of time. So the journey is always easier and much faster when you have expert support, guiding you every step of the way, being able to help you with anything you get stuck on. It stops procrastination. It stops perfectionism. It means you can really trust what you're putting out in the world. You can know that it's quality. You'll get more content out there, and it's going to work. So when you have an effective, compelling content structure, strategy, skills, and support, your marketing becomes easier, it becomes more enjoyable, more fun, and it works quicker, and you become more confident, and you start seeing the benefits and reaping the rewards of all the effort that you've been putting in. So if you want to get more clients using your content and you want to know exactly how to do this, I'm running a full workshop on this where I'm diving really deep. It's called How to Get Coaching Clients with Compelling Content. I'm diving deep into each of these 4 pillars. I'm showing you exactly how to apply them in your business so you can clients while you are showing and sharing what you love. And this workshop really takes, I would say, like the best of what I've learned over the last 8 years of helping coaches specifically to attract clients, and put it all together and laid it out in a simple formula that anyone can follow. I'm only running this event once this year, and so if you'd like to know how to get clients consistently using your content, pop the word workshop into the comments now and I will get you all the details. I'm sharing how to create your strategy, how to create a 4-week content plan in less than an hour. I'm sharing my signature formula where I go through the 7 essential elements that need to be in your structure. I'm doing live content makeovers. It's going to be super valuable. So I hope you can make it. Thank you for being here. In the meantime, keep showing up, keep sharing, keep shining. The world is waiting for your words. All the best. I'll talk to you soon. Take care, my friends. Bye.